If you're thinking about upgrading your fitness tracker, there's a good chance the Fitbit Charge 6 has shown up in your recommendations. And honestly, it's easy to see why. Fitbit has built a huge reputation over years for making trackers that are accessible, reliable, and packed with daily use features, without making your wrist feel like a tiny computer. But let's be real, just because a device is popular doesn't mean it's worth buying. Today we're going to dig into whether the Fitbit Charge 6 actually delivers in the areas that matter most: accuracy, daily usability, health tracking, and overall value. Let's start with how it feels on the wrist. Right out of the box, the Charge 6 feels lightweight and comfortable. Fitbit stuck with that familiar slim profile that makes it unobtrusive during workouts, sleeping, or all-day wear. It's not bulky or heavy, and that's something you appreciate because if you find yourself taking it off all the time, you lose the whole point of continuous tracking. The display is bright and colorful, a big step up from older Charge models. It's easy to glance at during outdoor runs or in bright sunlight, and navigation through menus feels responsive. Fitbit moved to a full-color display that actually feels modern, not just functional. Now let's talk sensors and tracking, because this is critical. One of the main reasons people buy fitness trackers is for heart rate monitoring. And the Charge 6 does a solid job here. During steady-state workouts, like walking, light jogging, or cycling, the heart rate tracking feels accurate and consistent. It doesn't jump around or lag, which is important if you're trying to stay in specific zones. For higher intensity workouts, like interval training or sprints, it might not be as flawless as chest strap monitors, but that's true of almost every wrist-based tracker. That's not a deal breaker for most people. What matters is consistency rather than perfection. And in that regard, the Charge 6 is reliable. GPS tracking is another big factor, especially if you run or bike outdoors. The Charge 6 has built-in GPS, which means you don't have to carry your phone for distance and pace measurements. During my outdoor runs, the GPS lock was solid, and the route tracking stayed accurate without random jumps or weird detours that you sometimes see in lower-end trackers. When it comes to step counting, distance, and active minutes, all the basics, the Charge 6 performs well. Step counts feel realistic for everyday movement, and the active minutes metric aligns with how much effort I actually put in. Sleep tracking is one of Fitbit's strengths, and Charge 6 continues that tradition. It breaks down sleep stages, light, deep, and REM, and gives you a nightly sleep score. You can see trends over time, which helps you understand whether lifestyle changes are actually impacting your rest. One unique area where Charge 6 adds value is the inclusion of features like SPO2 monitoring and stress tracking. SPO2 gives you a baseline idea of your blood oxygen levels overnight, which can help flag potential issues like poor sleep quality. Stress tracking, paired with breathing exercises and guided sessions, makes the device feel more like a holistic health companion rather than just a step counter. Let's talk battery life, something that can make or break a wearable. Fitbit claims up to 7 days on a single charge, and in my experience, daily use with notifications and moderate workouts lands around 4 to 6 days. If you're a heavy GPS user, you'll see that number dip a bit faster, which is normal. But compared to smartwatches that need daily charging, this is still very respectable. Notifications are simple but useful. You can see calls, texts, and app alerts. Interaction is limited compared to a full smartwatch, but that's not the point. This isn't an Apple Watch competitor, it's a dedicated fitness tracker, and it does that job well. Fitbit also ties everything into its app ecosystem, which remains one of the best in the game. The app is clean, easy to navigate, and gives you clear visualizations of your activity, heart rate trends, sleep patterns, and more. You can view historical data, set goals, and even join challenges with friends to keep motivation high. Now let's talk about real-world use. During a typical day, it's easy to live with this tracker on your wrist. You forget it's there for most of the time, yet it's constantly collecting data silently. That's exactly what you want from a daily wearable. During workouts, whether that's treadmill runs, outdoor sessions, or gym circuits, the Charge 6 holds up. There are some limitations compared to premium smartwatches, like advanced workout metrics or detailed recovery insights, but for the average person who wants solid tracking without complexity, it's more than sufficient. Now, nothing is perfect, so let's talk about limitations. If you're someone who wants in-depth performance metrics, like VO2 max predictions that are deeply scientific, or recovery recommendations after every workout, you'll find more advanced insights in higher-end devices. If you need ECG, advanced running dynamics, or extremely granular data for competitive training, this isn't a triathlon-level device. Another thing people ask about is the touchscreen responsiveness. While the display is bright and clear, it's not always as fluid as premium smartwatches. Sometimes you'll find yourself swiping a second time to get the screen to register. It's not a deal breaker, but it's worth noting. Charging is simple with a magnetic dock, and while the battery life is solid, heavy GPS use will shorten it. If you run long outdoor sessions daily, expect to charge more frequently. So who is the Charge 6 actually for? People who want a reliable all-day tracker. Casual runners and walkers. Gym goers who want heart rate and calorie metrics. People who want solid sleep tracking. Users who prefer a lightweight device over a bulky smartwatch. And importantly, people who don't want to charge every single day. If you want the most advanced smartwatch features, like music streaming, apps, or customizable watch faces, that's not what this is. This is a fitness tracker. And for that category, it's one of the more balanced, sophisticated options available. Fitbit has built a strong ecosystem over years. The app experience remains a major advantage, especially if you want long-term trends and simple yet meaningful insights into your health. At the end of the day, the Charge 6 isn't trying to be the most expensive device on the market. It's trying to be a tracker that you actually wear every day, that gives useful data, and that fits seamlessly into your daily life. If this sounds like what you're looking for, solid tracking, good battery life, reliable heart rate monitoring, consistent GPS, and a comfortable design, then the Fitbit Charge 6 is absolutely worth a serious look. Check the link below to see current pricing and decide if this is the right fitness tracker for your lifestyle.